Hi friends, welcome back to Literacy. Today we are doing lesson 19, part 1, and the first time I started recording this video, I moved the document camera, this thing up here, and it stopped recording again. So this is my second time doing this lesson, so you'll see that I have some things already marked a little further on in our lesson. But that's okay, we're redoing it and we are rolling with it. Accidents happen. All right, if you need more time, pause the video, but I'm gonna keep going. All right. Today we will learn two new phonograms that are related. We're gonna start with this one. This says A-E-I. Repeat after me. A-E-I. And you can remember that they're in that order. It's kind of alphabetical. A and then E and then I goes that way in the alphabet. So that should help you. So how many sounds does this phonogram have? 3. Very good. The first sound, A, is that a consonant or a vowel? It's a vowel. Very good. A is definitely a vowel. What about E? E is also a vowel. And what about I? I is also a vowel. Great job. Can we use this phonogram, A-E-I, at the end of words? No. Why not? English words do not end in I, U, V, or J. Great job. All right. What does this say? This says A-E. We've already learned this one. A-E. So these are kind of similar. How are they similar? What do they have in common? They both start with an E, and they both say some of the same sounds. What sounds do they both say? They both say A and E. A, E. Very good. How are they different? One ends in I, and one ends in Y, which means I cannot use this at the end of English words, but I can use this one. And then this phonogram has that third sound. It says one more sound than this one does. Great job. Moving right along. This is our other new phonogram. This one, let's move it on up, says A-I. Repeat after me. A-I. Good. How many sounds does A-I have? 2. Very good. Is the first sound a consonant or a vowel? A vowel. Great job. And the second one, I, also a vowel. Good job. Can you use A-I, this phonogram, at the end of English words? Yes, you can. Do you remember where this one would be used? We have a spelling rule that talks about phonograms that end in GH. And it says they'll be used only at the end of a base word or before the letter T. So if we did this and then T, it would be 8. Looking back at A-E-I and A-I, what is the same about these phonograms? They both have E-I in them, and they both say A-I. A-I. They're different because this one says E and this one does not. And this one ends in G-H. So this one can be used at the end of English words, and this one cannot. Great job. All right, we're going to go over all our phonograms real quick. I'm going to hide my new ones in the deck. And all right, okay. Ready? Oi, that may not be used at the end of English words. 2-letter K. Sh. 2-letter A-E, that can be used at the end of English words. The of her. ng, or ah, two-letter ah, that may not be used at the end of English words. Ah, two-letter ah, that may be used at the end of English words. Ah, af, used only at the end of a base word or before the letter T, just like our new one. E double E. A, E, I cannot be used at the end of English words. I, three-letter I. Hua. As, z. Ch, three-letter ch. The of bird. Ch, k, sh. O may not be used at the end of English words. Ow, o can be used at the end of English words. Ah, o, oo, ow, off. The of hurt. Ow, o, oo, the of search. Oo, o. Oo may not be used at the end of English words. Ed, d, t, past tense ending. R, o, oo may be used at the end of English words. Oi may be used at the end of English words. You may be used at the end of English words. I used at the end of a base word or before the letter T. Two-letter A may not be used at the end of English words. Two-letter N, used only at the beginning of a base word. Two-letter N, used at the beginning or the end of a base word. A, were, a, two-letter A, that may not be used, or that may be used at the end of English words. Awesome job. Nice job, my friends. All right. Today, we are going to learn 2 new reasons for silent final E. So far, we've learned 5. What are our 5 reasons? We have the vowel says its long sound because of the E. English words do not end in V or U. The C says S and the G says J because of the E. Every syllable must have a written vowel. And add an E to keep singular words that end in the letter S from looking plural. Those are the 5 we've learned so far. Today we're going to learn 2 more. And these 2 that we're going to learn are not as common as the first 5 reasons that we have learned. So they happen, but they're not as common as those 5 we just read. Go ahead and open your workbook to page 89. Page 89. And this is where you're going to see that I've already done some stuff because I had to re-record. Oh, that's page 87. Page 89. There we go. All right. Page 89. So you're going to need to double underline the silent final E, and then think about what these words have in common. So we have R, aw, ax, die, ri, and buy, and then lie, die, tie, and pie down here at the bottom. What do you notice about these words? How many letters do all these words have? They have 3. Good. And if they didn't have that E, how many letters would each of the words have? If they didn't have E, they would only have 2 then. So, very good. So can you think why maybe we add the E to these very short words? If you think that it's to make them look longer or bigger, you're absolutely right. We add an E to make some words look bigger, which sounds really silly, but we do. We like our words to be 3 words or longer if we can. It just looks more like a word than just having 2 letters in it. And what do you notice about these words specifically down here at the bottom? What do all these words have in common? Yes, they're only 3 letters. What else? They all have an I in them. And remember, English words don't end in I, U, V, or J. So we add silent final E to these words. So we add E to make them look longer, but also because English words don't end in I. Sometimes the words can have multiple reasons for silent final E. Very good. All right, turn the page to page 90. Again, you'll see that I've done some stuff here. So we're going to double underline silent final E, and then think about the changes that are being done to it. So we have bath and then bathe. It is time for the dog's bath. Did you bathe the dog? Think about those words. Anything change? Yes, what kind of things changed? Think about that. Then we have cloth and clothe. How much cloth is needed to make the costume? Your clothes are in the drawer. I see a pattern happening. I wonder if you do. Down here at the bottom, we have breath and breathe. And then take a deep breath, breathe deeply. And then at the very, very bottom, I'm going to try and not move my dot cam, but we have teeth and then the word teeth. Did you brush your teeth? When a young dog teethes, it needs toys to chew on. So, did you notice anything about these words? What do all these words have in them? They all have a phonogram in them. And it's a phonogram that says 2 sounds. And it has 2 letters in the phonogram. They all have TH in them. Very good. So our rule here is that TH says its voiced sound because of the E. So bath, to bathe, cloth, to clothe, breath, to breathe, teeth, to teethe. So, TH says its voice sound because of the E. That is our other rule. Nice job. So, we have learned now 7 rules for silent final E. All right, before we move on, we're going to turn back to page 87, because I accidentally skipped it after our phonogram review. And we have this workbook page to do. So you read the words, and then you need to identify if EI, EY, or EIGH in the word, what sound it's making. So I'll do the first 3 with you. So the first one is their puzzles. I found EI in it. And there is making the long A sound. So I put it in the long A column. Next, I did a kaleidoscope. That's that big word, kaleidoscope. All right, found EI, and when I found it out, kaleidoscope, it's making its long I sound, so I put it here. Then I did this last one with you, a weird sound. Weird sound. That's making its long E sound, so I put it here. All right, pause the video, and when you're done, I will have the answers ready for you. Pause the video. No cheating. All right, are you ready for answers? You already did the whole page by yourself? Okay. Here are the answers. I put little stars by these two words because sometimes some people pronounce them either, which would be long E sound, so either or neither. But I pronounce them either or neither. So if you pronounced it with an E, it would go in this column, but if you pronounce it with an I, it'll be in this column like I do. I think the correct pronunciation is I, long I, but I'm not going to tell you you're pronouncing a word wrong. All right. Awesome job. Now, we're going to flip on over to page 91 and write the plural of each word. So remember, when we make a noun plural, we add the ending S, unless the word hisses or changes, then add ES. Some nouns are irregular and have no change. So today we're going to focus on the part of the rule that says unless the word changes. So, for example, I'm going to start with a word up here. The word leaf. What is the plural of leaf? Leaves. Very good. What sound did the F change to when we say the plural form? It changes to V. So, leaf plus ES actually equals leaves. Like that. Why did we have to add ES? Because the F changes to a V in the plural form. Let's look here. Wife. What is the plural of a wife? Wives. Why did the sound in wife change? What did the sound in wife change to in wives? The V again. Very good. So how do we make it plural? We add ES because that letter changed. Very good. Now let's do knife. That becomes knives. Life, if we're talking about more than one life, becomes lives. Calf, a baby cow, becomes calves. Leaf, we just did up here. Leaves. Loaf becomes loaves. Loaves of bread. Shelf becomes shelves. All right, go ahead and finish that workbook page on your own. These you might have a question about some of these on your form, so make sure you finish it. All right, good job. We are going to keep on going just to finish up our lesson to page 92. Words with a silent L. Read the first group of words aloud. As you read them, I want you to think about them, okay? So we have chalk, talk, and walk. What letter is silent in those words? Here, so we don't have to look at any of the other ones yet. Chalk, talk, and walk. What letter is silent? The L. Very good. If you have a highlighter handy, go ahead and highlight the silent L. Good. All right, read the next group. Half, have. What do these words mean? A half is what? A half is one of two equal pieces. You should know that from math. And to have something is to cut it into two equal pieces. So I can have a cake in half. Where does the L in have come from? Where do you think? Well, have is related to half, right? So they both have silent L. So go ahead and highlight those silent L's. Good job. All right, next group. Calf and calve. What do these words mean? I just told you what those mean. Calf is a baby cow, and calve is when a mom cow is giving birth to the baby cow. She calves when she gives birth. So let's highlight those. And then we have could, would, should. Could, would, should. What is similar between all of those words? They all include the phonogram O-U, which are all saying the sound. They all have a silent L followed by a D. Notice that ow, o, oo, is saying its broad sound in all those words. Highlight silent L. And last group, we have salmon and Lincoln. Salmon and Lincoln. What is a salmon? What is salmon? It's a type of fish. And who is Lincoln? I know it's a who because it's capitalized. Who is Lincoln? He was a president. That's right. Good. Of the United States. Highlight those silent L's. All right. Good job. So just know sometimes words have silent consonants. If you look at my name, Ms. Kinsler, the L is not silent here, Kinsler, but the T is silent. We don't say, it's not Kinstler. That's not how you pronounce my name. It's Kinsler. So sometimes words have silent letters or silent consonants in them. All right. I am all done with you guys today. You can go ahead and complete your form, and then I will see you next class. Goodbye.